Welcome to this YouTube channel. Today we are going to see how we can create our first time AWS account and how we can make sure that our AWS account is secure. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So these are some prerequisites which needs to be have before starting the creation of the steps. The first one is email address. That email address will be used as a root user where we'll have the permission as an administrator permission. We'll see in the upcoming slides. The second one is credit card or debit card, where AWS usually does a penny dropping thing. Then we should have our working phone number. In case if they ask you the identity verification, then you'll have to provide Aadhaar card or PAN card. Then we should have the proper billing address. And if you are creating this account for the organization, then you must have the organization information. The last, not the least, is the AWS account alias. AWS account alias is nothing but it will be used for your custom name. So you will be giving your custom name to the AWS account, which can be a part of our accounts URL. So after creation of account, we'll see the best practices after an account creation. So let's get started to create an account. I'm using a Brave, so you can use any Chrome browser as your choice. The first and foremost thing is to have, we'll search it on the AWS console, right? So in the console, here you will see the option of complete sign up and once in the log back in. So I had already logged in and some of the accounts, so it was showing me log back in. So here if you check, there is a sign in redact, then we can create a new AWS account. So under which you'll see you'll have to provide a user email address and the account name. Address and the verification code, you will end up with this screen. Here we'll need to add the user name, user password, and we'll have to confirm the root user password. I will do it. Once we verify our email address, the next step is to have the confirmation of user root password and confirm root user password. I'll continue for the next step. In the next step, it will ask you about the contact information. So currently I'm choosing as a personal. I will fill the details. So once we add your contact information, the next step is to have the billing information. So you will have to add your credit card, get back our money back into our account. So the next step after confirming the billing account and the payment stuff is to have the confirm your identity. As I already mentioned, the name has been already there. So here you can choose the document type as a voter ID, driving license, passport file number. As a residential of India, I'm choosing the PAN, and I will see you on the next step. After the filling details of identity, then this page will come up, which will ask you to confirm your identity. So you just have to select your country code and mobile number. For the selection of support plan, here I will recommend you to go with the basic support as of now, but if you want, you can go with the developer support and business support. So here are some of the recommended from AWS itself. So in case if you want to go with the plan that they have provided, you can opt it. I'm currently opting it for the basic support plan, and I will click for the complete sign up. So it is sign up account. So now we'll see how we can secure our AWS account. The first thing we are gonna do is that we'll avoid the root user activities. So how we can avoid the root user activities? So for avoiding the root user activities, what we will do, will create an specific user with the administrator privilege. I will show you in the couple of minutes. Before that, once we create an account, we should add a MFA to the root user. So the root user is, in my case, when I was creating the account, I had provided the email and password. So that will be my root user account. For adding the MFA, what we need to do is to download the authenticator. So MFA is a multi-factor authentication, as you are aware about it. So MFA, what it will do, it will add the extra layer of security for our account. So I will show you in a couple of minutes the demo of that, how to add the MFA. So this will add the extra layer of protection to our account. So you can download this application from Play Store or App Store. So we will use the Google Authenticator, which is available on the App Store and Play Store as well. So after this adding the MFA, what we will do, we'll create a user with the basic administrator permissions to that user, so that our root user will not be in use. Our created user, that is admin user, that will be in use for the future cases. So that means our we'll avoid the root user for all of the AWS activities. Then the third thing we'll do is to configure the budgets. So based on our requirements, or as per the this thing, I'm using the free tier services. So in case let's say you forgot to deprovision the resources that you have created, in that case AWS will ask you to pay some amount of money. So to reduce that, what we will do, we'll configure a billing alerts by using the budgets. I will also showcase you, and then we will explore the AWS dashboards. So now guys, what we will do, we'll add the MFA to the root user. So first we'll have to go to the dashboard. That is I have logged in with the console. So if you see, either you'll have to search IAM over there, manage access to AWS resources, and in case if you see here, it is asking us to add a MFA for root user as per the security recommendation as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'll add the MFA. So once you have downloaded this authenticator, I'll also share this link to download the link via App Store and Play Store in my description. So what I will do, I'll add the device name. You can have the device name, anything. Now I will choose the authenticator and I'll click on the next. So first of all, we'll need to install the compatible application, and if you check the list of applications that are available in the market, so here are the Android one and here are the iOS one. So currently I'll be using the Google Authenticator. Now once you have installed this Google Authenticator in your mobile phone, then what you have to do is to go to the authenticator, click on the add button. There you will see the scan a QR code. Once you scan this QR code, you'll have to enter the 2 consecutive codes from the AWS these authenticator devices. So just a minute, what I'll do, I'll just scan a QR code in my machine. That is I had installed this application already. So now guys, once we add the 2 consecutive MFA codes, so once you go to the IAM dashboard, and if you just refresh it, what it will do, it will give you as the root user has an MFA. So in this way we can add the MFA to root user. The next thing what we will do is, we wanted to avoid the root user credentials, right? So whenever we are creating any service, we are provisioning any service, we shouldn't use the root user. That's why what we will do, we'll create another user with the admin privileges. So for that you will have to go to the user groups, create a group. You can create a user and add a basic or administrator permissions, but what I am doing, I am creating the user so that in case in future if I want to add any user with the admin privilege, I can add it to the group. So you just have to add the administrator access, and it's a managed policy by AWS, which will give you the allow all access, right? So you just have to select it, create a group. Now what I will do, I will add the user to this specific group. So for adding the user, what you can go to the user section, create a user, give the username. If you want to provide AWS Management Console access, you can directly go here. In case if you don't want, I can also show you how we can give the console access to the particular user. So you'll have to click on the next. Then what I am gonna do is to add this user to particular group. So this group we have already created, named as admin. So this user will have the administrator access. Then adding a tag. So the service name is IAM, use case for admin access. I'll just go and create a user. So if you just check, if you want to view the user, you can click on the user, and you can see it doesn't have the console access. So console access has been disabled. So for enabling the console access, you should go to the security credentials, enable the console access, and click on the enable link. And I'm just choosing as an auto-generated password. You can use the custom password you want, and then user must create a new password at next sign-in. So this is regarding the creation of user. Once if you see here, there is a console sign-in URL. So you can just copy this URL and paste it onto the browser. That will serve you as a with this account ID. But let's say if I don't want to remember this account ID, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'll just go to the dashboard. I'll create an alias as so preferred alias you can give as of your choice. Then if you just check on the users, just refresh it, security credential, and you can just see the console signing link has been changed from the account to your specifically. So you can just use this account ID as this account name. So in this way we can also change the aliases of our account. So now guys, for now we have added the MFA. We have also created an user which has the administrator access. Now what we will do, we'll configure the alerts based on the budgets. So for configuring the alerts, you'll have to go to the bill section, billing and cost management, and just drag it to budgets, and over that you will create a budget. So if you just say we'll track our AWS, it will track your AWS cost and usage, and it will also alert us that this amount has been exceeded. So you just have to click on create budget. Here you will see the setup for budget, use a template or customize one. I'm just using the template as a simplified. Then you can select as a zero spend budget. What it will do, it will create a budget that notifies us once our spending limits exceeds with 0.01. So this is very helpful for us. Then you can provide the budget name as a whatever you want to give. So it's based on your choice. Then you will have to add email receptors. So here, once you add any email receptors, I'm just putting the dummy one. So here if you check, you will add the email receptors and click on the create budget. So what it will do, it will create a budget, and once this amount has been exceeded, whatever this AWS has specified, it will notify us on the receptor's email address. So in this way we can use the budgets, and it will play a crucial role while giving us the alert. Right, then what we'll do, we'll also go to the, so once we configure the budget, what is the next thing what we will do? Okay, so we'll explore the AWS dashboard. So for exploring the AWS dashboard, I can just go to this console home. Here if you see, this will be as a dashboard, and from here you can change the region to whatever the region you want to specify. You can just select the Mumbai region, Hyderabad region, or US East one, whatever the region you want to specify. In the dashboard, if you see, here are the recently visited services. Like if you just take, I have visited to the IAM, billing, for budgets and all these things, right? So here you will get to know about recently visited services. Then there are also, it will also showcase us the cost and usage regarding our this AWS account. What is the services that you have used and forecasted month-end cost. Currently we don't have anything. Then it will, so we can also get the notification from AWS regarding if any service configuration has been changed or something like that. It will notify us in the AWS end. Then you can explore, build a solution with the things. Then you can explore the AWS blog post and latest announcement, whatever we have. So this is regarding the AWS dashboard, guys. You can also log into the console and you can get more views on the dashboard. Okay, so the next, what we will do, we'll summarize whatever we have done till now. So the first step what we have done is we have created an account with the following the steps like creation of account, like creating account, then adding identities and all of these things, right? The second thing what we have done is we have logged into the console and we have also added the MFA. MFA will add the extra layer security to AWS account. So we have added that MFA to root user, and we also changed the name of account. So instead of account number, for we can give the aliases for that account. So for adding the MFA, what we need to do, we have downloaded the Google Authenticator. What I will do, I will also add this thing in the description way. So you can download it and you can go and add the MFA for root user, or you can add MFA for admin user. Then instead of, so what we wanted to do, we want to reduce the usage of root user for the AWS services activity. So we have done, we have created the admin user with the administrator privileges, so that whenever we are configuring or provisioning any services, we'll use that admin user instead of root user. Then we have also configured the budgets just to add us based on the free tier usage. Let's say my amount has been exceeded with this amount, so it will alert us via mail. So this was a summary of what we have done till now. So thank you guys, thank you for listening. We'll meet on the next video. Thanks.